Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Guys, have you ever seen a racket skeleton before? Yeah, I'm talking about an X-ray on a racket. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So, my buddy JG is the words that I'm gonna use for him. JG said, "Yeah, I watch all your videos, and one about the Solinco 305 XD with the foam got me curious. If I X-rayed one of them, would I see the foam, and where I would see the foam? I decided to X-ray a 305 XD and a 290, and I also X-rayed my Babolat Pure Strike." So if you don't remember, Patrick and I did a video because the Solinco Whiteout 290 has no foam. But the 305 and the rest of the Whiteout version 2 line is foamed up. And we decided to see if Patrick can feel foam versus no foam. So my buddy JG here decided to take it another level and X-ray it to see if you can actually see the foam. So let's see what else he says. Let's see. I've attached some images of the 3 rackets to show you. He goes into like how bone is dense, therefore you can see bone, but things like hearts and lungs, kind of the imaging kind of goes right through because it's not dense enough. Also, bone is white or light gray, and it shows up on imaging, shows up on x-rays. So when he did this, it did show the racket frame itself, but it didn't quite show the foam because it's not dense enough. But let's take a look at what he got and go through it, since we know that foam doesn't weigh a whole lot and is very light, and all it's really supposed to do is dampen a little bit of shock, take out a little bit of vibration. But I've always felt like it's delayed by feel, because and by delaying the feel, it basically takes out a lot of feel and makes it feel like it's more flexible. And I don't know, I come from stiff background, so let's take a look at the images from JG.
Harry, what do you got there?
Oh, it's Sky's new towel. It's the RTP Ultra Absorbent Towel. So this towel is the ultra dry towel made of soft and durable microfiber that won't irritate your skin. Okay. Absorbs 4 times its weight in water. Lightweight, compact, snap loop attached, easy to hang on fences or bags.
Where can I get one of those?
Let me get you one though, but you gotta try it.
Oh.
There you go, coach.
It works.
Dries you in a snap. All right, so let's take a look at these images here. Let me talk to my patient over here. It looks like this first patient right here is a Strike 98 right here. Strike 98 is right here because this says PS 98 right there. And you can see, look, every racket is it's actually 2 main pieces. So it's 1 bar that comes around the racket like this, and then it gets connected through here. And then this piece is kind of attached. So 1 piece and then 2 pieces, as you can see. These are hollow. As you can see here, this is thin, right? This is thick here, and then this makes up the grip.
All right, what's the thing below?
This
What's
is
that?
this
The
is
weight?
I think this is kind of what holds it together. This is the main thing that holds it together, like this part that I'm talking about right here. So, like, because this is 2 pieces, this is probably the one thing that binds it together, and then you put the butt cap here. Like, if you popped open this butt cap, you would see like this is split, and this part, I'm not sure how dense this is, but this is definitely a binder, and then it's probably fused together through here too. As you can see, it's no foam, hollow through, but we can't tell foam anyways. Actually, no, wait, this is foamed. If you think about it, this is foamed, because I know there's foam in here. Now let's take a look at this one. Oh, this is the same one in the head. You can see the holes here that the strings go through, and you can see the strings go through it, but you can see right through this frame though. And then let's go down to, this is the 290 hollow. See, this is the binder here in the middle versus on the bottom. So I believe this is the piece that's holding these 2 grips together versus on the bottom. You can see the staples right here. And then let's take a look at this. So this is the hollow one at 290. 290 still hollow, so this is hollow through. And then let's take a look at the 305. Wow, this looks as hollow as the 290, even though it's got foam in it. But here's the interesting thing though. Here's the thing here that holds it together, whereas the 290's up here. Interesting, huh? So I'm guessing when you foam fill it, this part has to move down so that it dampens a little bit more. So I'm guessing since you're gripping this part, it dampens this racket a little bit more. And again, the staples are there. And this should have foam, but like obviously we can't see it again. But wow, this is interesting, huh, guys?
Pretty cool. I've never seen the inside of the racket like this.
Yeah. So yeah, you see all of these have lines right down the middle because it is 2 pieces. All right, 5 working days later, from directtennis.online, my 2-blade light 100s, 100 lights in a quarter. That was so easy. Plus, I got a discount by using my own code, TennisSpin. And I got free shipping. So if you want to get your tennis goods or whatever tennis needs you need, go to directtennis.online, enter TennisSpin, get a nice discount, courtesy of me, and free shipping. All right, so Coach Rob, what did you think of seeing an X-ray of a tennis racket?
I thought it was really cool. Never seen it before. Learned something new about the way the bottom is, having that solid piece in there that is connecting the sides of the racket, maybe adding a little weight. Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how we know that all these rackets, I mean, maybe you didn't know, but it's hollow to start, and all rackets are hollow. They foam fill it just to quiet it down. It is not solid though. Most graphite rackets, or all graphite rackets, are not solid. They're not, or else it would weigh a lot. So they have to be well, hollow. And I like them hollow so that I can feel everything. Now, when I did the other video with Patrick here, he's sensitive to sound. So that's why I wanted to see if he could like feel and hear the 290, which is a no foam fill racket, versus the foam filled racket. And he said it's very subtle. Like I even said it's very subtle, but it's most racket companies are doing foam filled. How do you feel about foam filled?
I kind of always thought that's how they were. So I didn't know there were some that weren't. I mean, I have changed some butt caps and looked down there and seen some that were hollow,
Right.
but thought maybe there was, other material holding it together farther up, like in some of those, which you just couldn't see looking through the butt cap.
Right.
But yeah, no, really interesting to see literally the inner workings of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, hey, it'd be interesting to see a CT scan, but I don't want to push my luck either. So
Right.
it's good enough that we got X-rays today. All right, Coach Rob, thank you for checking the X-rays for me.
Sure.
I know that way back in my generation or our generation, whenever you brought a cracked racket into a store, they would always use the word X-ray. The company will X-ray your racket. Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
Oh, they used to always say that to me when I cracked a racket. We'll X-ray it. The company will X-ray it and let you know if you get a free racket back.
They just looked at it and said, "You threw it. It's not supposed to break over here."
Exactly. Well, the X-ray is going to tell you cracked.
It looks like it hit the ground.
Yep.
Or we saw you hit it on the ground.
We saw you throw it, man. But,
shouldn't have done that.
But anyways, thank you for sharing the images. We appreciate it. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.